Sawadee krap and welcome to Phuket Extra. I'm JP Mestanza and it's Friday, September 22nd, TGIF. The weekend is almost here and we hope you'll enjoy it. Now here's the news you need to know. Budget cuts are prompting Phuket lifeguards to threaten that they will strike starting October 1st, immediately after their current contract is up on September 30th, potentially adding even more peril to what is usually the most dangerous month of the year on the waters off the island. The Provincial Administration Organization Council, known as the PPAO, they quietly continued a previous budget cut on lifeguard services last month while adding one extra daily work hour and expanding their patrol for 4 more months out of the year. Though PPAO officials declined to speak with the Phuket News about the budget cuts, Phuket Lifeguards Chief Pratayut Choayuan said they cannot reduce the number of lifeguards to match the bare budget, and that they're already underfunded as it is for medical and rescue equipment. Last year, the budget for lifeguards was cut by 10% down to 19.8 million baht, and the impending strike would begin in October, which is usually the most deadly month in the waters off Phuket's west coast, even with several fatal drownings in recent weeks. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Speaking of water, Phuket officials are confirming to the Phuket News that last Friday's floods that devastated huge swaths across Phuket were, quote, the worst on record. Last week's 127 millimeter rainfall caused floods that damaged thousands of homes, forced an evacuation in Kamala because of a landslide, and damaged 2 bridges, rendering them unusable, briefly cutting off residents in Phak Lok from the rest of Phuket. Estimates on the total cost of the damage done by floodwaters have yet to be calculated, but some Phuket families had to be moved to temporary shelters until the waters subsided. All in all, there were reports of 28 flash floods last Friday alone. Governor Norapat Plotong announced a 115 million baht budget that will be used on flood prevention projects to reduce the volume of runoff flowing into the Bang Yai Canal in Phuket town, which, if it fully bursts, could potentially cause immeasurable damage to Phuket town. Assault charges are being filed on 3 Phuket taxi drivers after a scuffle with the hotel security guard in the north of the island, who is preventing them from entering the resort's grounds to pick up customers. Yesterday morning's incident took place at a high-end resort in Macau, as video of the fight made its way onto social media, clearly showing the taxi drivers upset at the security guard. As witnesses shouted for the men to stop the scuffle, one taxi driver is clearly seen punching the security guard in the head while he was not looking. Police not only charged the violent taxi drivers, but also warned them that if it happens again, their commercial driver's licenses will be revoked. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. And sit tight, Phuket Extra will be right back after this.
Thailand's premier SSI Diamond Dive Centre. Visit us in Geelong or on c-bees.com. Seabees Diving. Adventure in good hands.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra. It's a 1,000 baht fine for some of the boat operators who were caught dropping their anchors on a coral reef at Phi Phi Island last week. 3 out of the 7 boat drivers who were caught on video dropping their anchors as tourists snorkeled in the area, well, they've paid the 1,000 baht fine, and national park officials say that if they do it again, they will face harsher punishments. Though officials declined to name the boat companies involved in damaging the coral reef, they did say that some of the drivers came back to the same area this week, but they did not drop the anchors this time, and they're still looking for the other 4 boat drivers. The measly 1,000 baht fine flies in the face of marine officials earlier this year, forcing a Chinese tourist to pay 100,000 baht fine for catching baby parrotfish in a bottle, and a Russian grandmother tourist spending 2 nights in jail after she was caught feeding bread to fish because she couldn't afford the 100,000 baht fine. For more on this, visit thephuketnews.com. And finally, we asked, you answered. Most respondents of our Phuket News online poll are calling for officials to put Lei Peng the crocodile into a nature reserve. Earlier this month, Lei Peng made headlines when it was caught on drone footage swimming in the middle of the sea off Bang Tao Beach, and the saltwater croc was later caught at a lagoon nearby. 35% of respondents say they'd like Lepang to be put in a nature reserve where it can be free and officials can study the animal, while 34% of you say Lepang should be set free at a suitable location somewhere else in the kingdom. Right now, Lepang is currently getting looked after at the Phuket Coastal Fisheries Research and Development Center in Phak Lok. And officials say the croc will be handed over to wildlife officials to determine what will happen next. And that's it for Phuket Extra today. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching. Until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.